You know, it should come as no surprise that South Park is one of my favorite shows. It's decidedly anti-woke, but much like The Simpsons, it also predicted future events in episodes that served as a warning. One of these episodes was Chin Pokemon, which warns us how dangerous a wave of Asian influence could be to our Western values and our society as a whole. But because Brie Larson convinced everyone they should be watching the Femdom Menace instead, the warnings largely went unheeded. Fast forward to the year after Drinking 2025, when our ignorance to this warning resulted in the worst agent of Asian domination, K-pop demon hunters. And the problem with this one is pretty obvious if you squint your eyes long enough. The film revolves around Huntrix, a K-pop girl group from South Korea, North Korea, Korea's Korea, who are secretly demon hunters and apparently operate out of the old Stark Tower, who intend to seal any barriers between the demon world and ours, preventing demons from breaking through. And, oh boy, the propaganda is strong with this one. You might want to sit down, dear viewer, cause there's a lot to unpack. The film's biggest problem is its most obvious. A cast consisting entirely of DEI actors without a single white character in sight, either in a main or supporting role. Yeah, they were all yellow. And because there's boxes to be ticked off, the main characters are also female. Also, I'm pretty sure this one's a lesbian, so just go ahead and tick off that LGBTQ up, down, left, right, start, select box. Because Asians are deceptive, even more so than
the blacks,
the movie has to package its woke propaganda in an appealing family-friendly package. Hence, it's filled with pop songs that are only catchy to those who have never been in a heightened state of inebriation. Pop songs catering to children and filled with Korean words, thus making our impressionable young ones learn the language. All over the world, children with good genes are singing along with these characters in this vastly inferior language. What's next? Arabic numbers in school. Characters like Zoe, who was raised in America, which makes her struggle between the cultures of the country she hails from and the one she grew up in. She is a sneaky representation of how immigrants should refuse to integrate and instead hold on tight to their own cultures, when in fact we know the best immigrant is the one who completely abandons who they are and chooses to stick to superior American traditions. She also has a tendency to rap, which by no means can be called music. Seeing this little girl spitting bars reminds me of Anna Kendrick's attempt at that horrendous noise. Okay, Anna Kendrick Lamar. Mira, as I stated, is a total lesbian insert, right down to the pink hair. 20 Quid says she probably drives a Subaru.
I'm gonna throw up.
And then there's Rumi, the main singer in the band. She's part demon, a fact she hides from her bandmates out of fear of being rejected by them. But boozer, you majestic mountain of manliness. Rumi doesn't have any hidden themes about her. Maybe the movie isn't as sneaky as you say. Well, dear viewer who probably has a weakness for kimchi chicken, Rumi carries a dark secret in catering to the agenda. While Mira is the most obvious gay character, Rumi is representative of their alleged suffering. She was born a certain way, something that will get her despised by her friends and all of society, to the point that even her foster mother tells her to hide this side. And when she finally reveals this fabulous side for the world to see, she states with great pride that this is who she is, that she will no longer hide, and that we should accept her, all of her. And her losing her voice is just due to the sudden increase of testosterone. Now, if that isn't the poster child for the alphabet people, I don't know what is.
I'm gonna throw up.
Speaking of which, the lyrics to these songs make no sense. Check out this amazing prose. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm Barnaby. Who is Barnaby? Is that the straight white male you're trying to replace? What have you done with Barnaby?
Where is he?
Talk, or I'll take all your snacks. Wait a minute. Is Barnaby an attempt to pander to the trans community? You're an Asian woman, but you want to transition to a man named Barnaby, and the rest of us should accept you for who you really are.
I'm gonna throw up.
You see how much of this woke nonsense can go over your head unnoticed? Luckily, your old pal Boozer is here to carefully point it all out. As I said, there's more sneakiness to be found. The antagonists are the Soulja Boys, a group of demons posing as a rival K-pop boy band. They might not be white, and I'm not entirely sure about their straightness, but they are males, which makes absolutely no sense. They sing cheesy songs, use subterfuge and gossip to take down their enemies, and need an unholy amount of makeup to drastically change their appearance. In other words, all things female. You're my soda pop, my little hey. Because if Hollywood can't destroy the superior males, it'll damn sure emasculate them. Genu, the leader of the Soulja Boys, is supposed to be a bad guy because he left his family behind for a better life. And what's wrong with that? I mean, they were both girls. Can you imagine growing up in a house with two women, especially when their cycles line up? Rumi's vocal talent somehow repel the voices haunting Genu, and he becomes smitten with her. Because, according to modern feminists, all men do is think we are Johnsons. He's so smitten that he ends up sacrificing himself to give Rumi enough Gangnam-style magic to defeat the big bad Demon King, who is also male, because there's no such thing as an evil woman apparently. The Demon King, Gimme Some Mo, is also a subtle nod to the Asian threat. South Korea sends an agent across the borders to other countries in order to drain their power and send it back to strengthen the motherland. The Hunters are no different, since they use energy from their funds to create the Golden Honeymoon, a barrier designed to keep out those who are unwelcome. Now, where have I seen that before? The film also reflects the hypocrisy of feminism. The girls can often be seen eating egregious amounts of food, obviously in support of obesity, body positivity, even though they remain unnaturally slender. Now, that's either an attempt to trick Western women into getting more obese, or a testament to the fact that Asians are just petite. Despite appealing to the body positivity movement and advocating against the objectification of women, the film has no problem doing exactly that to the male characters. The Soulja Boys are ogled for their good looks, and Mira is even smitten with the one who sports some abs.
That one's always looking at me.
No, we're not.
Feminists will say, accept me as I am, then turn around and demand potential suitors be 6'4", earn 6 figures, and have the stamina of a super soldier.
I'm gonna throw up.
The hypocrisy is further evident when the film wants it both ways. Feminists want to be treated as strong, independent females, but at the same time condemn men for no longer being chivalrous, thus creating the illusion of toxic masculinity. The final act circles back to the Eastern threat when the Asians band together and destroy Gimme Some Mo just because he got tired of being excluded. I guess diversity, equity, and inclusion don't include men. Last call before I close for the night. The movie has created a new wave of K-pop fans. Fans so brainwashed they don't realize it's making fun of them with the very portrayal of obsessed fans. Imagine being so hung up on something you just can't shut up about it. Luckily, there's enough Western media to counter this no-jame wave of madness. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go seek comfort in an episode of South Park. Nah, I'm just gonna go watch Predator again. Ah, Predator. You son of a Gwyn-yo. Alright, story's over. Get out!